What is up, Star Wars fans? Welcome back to another Star Wars video. Now this is quite simply a couple of kind of newsy things in one video. One of them I just wanted to talk about but not talk about for too long, and that's the Obi-Wan info about episode 9 and how he might be returning, but take that with a huge grain of salt, but we'll get into that in a second. And the other one is this awesome art for the Thrawn Alliances front cover that I believe is exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con, but we'll get to that towards the end of this video. But first, let's talk about how Ewan Mcgregor apparently might be coming to episode 9 to film a few scenes. One scene, two scenes, who knows. And as I said, take this with a huge grain of salt because, my god, it's coming from the sun, which is... yeah. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I think, even though we have absolutely no way of knowing if this is true, I think it would make perfect sense, because we haven't really seen Obi-Wan in any of these new films, you know, 7, 8, or 9, unless you include the fact that we did hear him say to Rey in her Force Vision in episode 7, I believe these are your first steps. So JJ did actually get Ewan McGregor in to record those lines. This probably isn't new to any Star Wars fans, and they kind of mixed it with Alec Guinness's voice saying certain words, and that is how in that Force Vision you kind of heard that Obi-Wan voice if you listen very carefully. And I think it would be really cool if they actually brought Ewan McGregor in to do like some kind of Force Ghost role in episode 9. Now the thing is, I know a lot of people already, from what I've just looked into on the internet, like, oh, what, they're gonna kill this character too, or what if they ruin Obi-Wan? I don't think they would, and I don't think J.J. Abrams really would. As I mentioned, I think it would make really good sense to bring in Obi-Wan as a Force Ghost to maybe help guide Rey alongside Luke Skywalker maybe. Now at the same time, I did think that maybe because Luke has just transpired into the Force and everything going on with Mark Hamill, and maybe he's not even going to be asked to come back in, to episode 9. Maybe he will. Maybe there might be a couple, as I said, Force Ghosts mentoring Rey at one point. I think it would be a lot more obscure than that, because they haven't done that really much at all this time round, unless you include Luke talking to Yoda. But in the old films we had, Obi-Wan and Yoda talk to Luke multiple times, and this time we haven't really had Rey talk to anyone. But now this, with episode 9, with her practically being the last Jedi in existence right now, give or take, unless there's any other kind of little Easter eggy Jedi out there still, she might have to receive some kind of guidance. Now you could argue that might be Yoda, you could argue that might be Luke, but God knows where they're going to do that with Mark Hamill at the minute or anything like that. So with JJ bringing in Ewan McGregor before, with his film in episode 7, and the fact Lucasfilm are ruffling the feathers of an Obi-Wan solo film, with him being Ben Kenobi, that would be the most obvious film to do. They might want to get Ben Kenobi to come in and guide Rey for a couple of scenes when she's really frustrated, whether she's transcribing the ancient Jedi texts that are seen in the recent comic books and she doesn't know what sense to make of any of it, this, that, and the other. You could have Ben say a couple of words of wisdom, and then that might be it. I'm not sure, but I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below about that. But I don't know, just to conclude this part of this video, I think I would be very happy with Ewan McGregor coming back in as Ben Kenobi. I wouldn't want him too much in it, and I think it would, the fact that it'd be Ewan McGregor as well, it would, and if it went and was received really well from fans, then they would no doubt be like, okay, an Obi-Wan, or a Ben Kenobi film would be good. But yeah, I can easily see Rey needing advice, even though she's got the ancient Jedi text and stuff like that. I still think that there's gonna have to be a Force Ghost, and we can't forget as well, the Skywalker, like, Star Wars really has been Anakin Skywalker's, or like the Skywalker story. So having someone like Ben come back, which why wouldn't he anyway, if you think about it? Like, where has he been? Why hasn't he got involved? Is there some kind of freaking Force Ghost law or code that they have to abide by, and Yoda got like a fast track pass to talk to Luke? I don't know, it just makes sense that someone would have to talk to Rey, and it makes more sense than ever that Ewan McGregor would have to be included in at least one of these films, more than just his voice that he had in episode 7 by saying, Rey, these are your first steps. Now guys, what I'm about to talk about next, you may have already heard of. You may be a massive Thrawn fan, and if you are, then this must be music to your ears, or should I say to your eyes, eye candy or whatever, because this is beautiful. Right here we have an exclusive cover that will be shown at San Diego Comic-Con. Not shown, sorry, sold at San Diego Comic-Con. This is the only way you can get it, and maybe it will be a hefty price outside the convention. But yes, guys, what we have here is the exclusive front cover of the next Thrawn novel, Thrawn Alliances, and it just looks so badass because in this book, essentially, what we know before is that Thrawn has obviously crossed paths with Darth Vader before. But from the words of StarWars.com itself saying, this time, Grand Admiral Thrawn and Darth Vader must join forces on a mission for the Empire, but it's not the first time the two have crossed paths. In this exclusive below, we find a young Anakin on a personal quest where he crosses paths with a mysterious commander from the Chiss Ascendancy. And there we have it, guys. This amazing artwork of obviously Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. You know, the Anakin Skywalker we know from the prequels. I couldn't really picture him any other way, nor would want to. And then we have Thrawn there. And obviously this is set during the Clone Wars. We have the very typical Jedi battle armor here that we see Anakin wearing, and you know, we've seen in the Clone Wars before. But then we also see Thrawn looking like an absolute badass. Now, I would love to have this exclusive cover for myself, but I'm not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. So, yeah, I don't know how else I'm going to get it because I don't know if it'll be very expensive or not. Probably will be. But anyway, guys, you can actually listen to, I believe, 9 minutes of the audiobook version, narrated by Mark Thompson, and he just nails the Thrawn voice as well. And he does a really good job of Anakin's as well. Like, just kind of is the way he just expresses things, or the way Hayden Christensen expressed things. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comments below. Personally, I think it's just absolutely badass, and I can't wait for this book to come out, and let me know if you can't wait too. But other than that, guys, if you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for more Star Wars videos just like this. Be sure to always expand that description box, because as always, links are in the description below to all my social media, to my Patreon and everything like that. But apart from that, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I guess I should say, may the Force be with you always.